Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone. And listen, I wanted to catch up with the Outcasts of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I said, well, I heard that Destiny got a new podcast. I saw something about Miss Wanda is telling y'all what she think about the show online. So I said, let me go see where they at and what they doing. So I went and checked out Destiny's podcast and I have some thoughts. Now, before we get into those thoughts, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. So from what I've seen, Destiny started a podcast a few months back called The Unbreakable with Destiny Payton. I was able to find 3 episodes. There was a 2-part interview with Melnika, who was Martell's assistant on the show. And then there's an interview with Duchess, who is a tattoo artist and a former star of Black Ink. And I believe the mission of the podcast is to connect with other women and discuss their experiences. I know that she's expressed that she wants to help women heal and overcome experiences that may be similar to some of the things that she went through. Now, I ain't gonna drag y'all down through there. I'm gonna just tell you what I think. I watched both parts of the Melnika interview and then I watched the Duchess interview. First of all, I think that Destiny is absolutely beautiful. She presents well on camera. Now, the 2 things that were kind of a little bit problematic for me were frequency and transparency. With the Melnika interview, we got part 1 and then months later there was part 2, and then a month later there's the Duchess interview. Now, God knows I am not the most consistent person, so this is not judgment. This is just my observation and feedback. My other issue is transparency. Of the 3 episodes that I watched, the most transparency that I saw actually came from Duchess. Duchess talked very openly about the experiences that she had in terms of surviving SA as a child from her uncle. She talked about her experiences with relationships and men. She said, I had a lot of trauma, and because of the SA experience that she had by her uncle as a child, she became very reclusive. That's what led her eventually into therapy, and therapy is what taught her to express herself. My thing for Destiny is, as the leader or moderator of this conversation, if you're going to have a conversation about healing and you want to use your experience as the point of relatability to help people heal, you have to be completely open and transparent about that experience. The other thing that I noticed that Destiny does a lot is she refers to the show without really referring to the show. Like, for example, when they brought up the Duchess just walked off her damn job at Black Ink. Caesar had her fucked up. She packed her and left. Destiny says, well, let's talk about, when you decided to walk away from reality TV, you packed your 2 suitcases, left all the damn furniture, the apartment and everything. Let's talk about that because, I've had a similar experience. Like, say what the experience was. Don't talk in these, I kind of had this. I was on this show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Them people played with me all kind of way because I was beefing with the main character. My husband was acting a damn fool. Like, tell what it is. And I get that in terms of the marriage, there was a gag order or whatever, which I do feel like she need to go to court and get her rights back, because you ain't just gonna tell me you can drag me from here to hell throughout a whole marriage, leave me with a baby, and I can't talk to nobody but my damn therapist about it. No, sir. I do feel like there needs to be more of a forthcoming element. There needs to be more of a, let me lay it out on the table and tell you what it was so I can tell you what I did to help me so that I can help you. Now, there was a point in the conversation where they talked about their journey in entrepreneurship. And this particular moment is what I mean when I talk about the importance of transparency. Because Duchess is expressing that, people think entrepreneurship is something that it ain't. People think, oh, you got it, you rich, you living the life because you work for yourself. I work for myself. That means every dollar I make, I got to go find. That means every expense that there is, I got to pay. And Duchess talked about the fact that she opened this tattoo shop that she had to try to maintain throughout the panorama, where she couldn't touch people and the whole business is based on touching people. So she's paying money out to maintain a business that's not making any money back, but it was her baby and it meant so much to her. She said the thing about entrepreneurship is you're going to have broke days, days that you feel broken. There are going to be days that everything is absolutely amazing. She said, if you cannot take the lowest of the lows, you ain't gonna be able to take the highest of the highs. And I said that word was for me. And this is why I'm saying that transparency is important, because she has to be transparent enough to say, hey, I ain't always got it. It be some broke days around this motherfucker trying to maintain this business. And I know I look good and I'm living a life that y'all think I got it all the time, but y'all don't know what it takes to get it. And when you are in the thick and the throes of that, it helps to hear somebody say, hey, you ain't the only one. Even at the level you think you see me at, with the name you think I got, with the network you think I got, with the job you think I got, baby, it's a struggle. Not for the sake of, oh, you out here struggling, but for the sake of, I ain't necessarily failing. I'm just figuring it out. And now, y'all, if y'all trying to figure out why I'm harping on the Duchess interview when there was a whole 2-part interview with Melnika, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really couldn't. I couldn't. Listen, I don't mean no harm, but something about Melnika gives me smooth criminal. To be transparent, I just kind of felt like there was too much attempt at depth in that conversation. It was a whole lot, you know how people are just, oh girl, that's so deep. And you like, no, it wasn't that deep. Or every question or conversation prompt becomes an opportunity to preach. I couldn't. And it's not that she said anything wrong or did anything wrong. It just was something that didn't sit right in my spirit about it. There was something that just did not connect for me. Another part of the interview that stood out to me that I wanted to mention that I really related to Duchess on is when Destiny brought up that Duchess has been working on a new skincare product, and that she thought that this product was literally heaven in a jar. Duchess had just finished talking about how she really thinks her tattoo shop has run its course and that God is changing her direction, that there are new things coming in her life. And just like the panorama is what caused her struggle with her tattoo shop, it also was the birth of this new product. She had a nephew that had a bunch of skin issues. They wanted to put him on a bunch of medications. She said, hell no, we gonna go find us some plants and herbs and shit. So she made an ointment that serves a whole lot of purposes. She said she went to Invest Fest. She wasn't prepared. She didn't have flyers, cards, or anything. All she had was her product. She said, and every person that bought her product ended up coming back to her, and she started to cry. And I ain't gonna cry now, but I felt her. Because she said, I know I have a good product, but I'm not pouring into it because something in me doesn't feel like it's worth it. Something in you knows you got good shit on your hands. But there's something about all of that trauma that you've experienced that is in the back of your head still telling you either you not good enough, it's not good enough. And that's where I think the purpose of this podcast should collide with this conversation. That this is where we talk about how this trauma is affecting you today and how do we overcome that. Because that trauma that you've experienced at all these different stages in your life, though you've addressed it to some degree, is still holding you back in certain ways. And so that's where we need to have the conversation. That's what we need to get to the bottom of so that you can be released from those things that are holding you back. So you can be released from those self-doubts and self-destructive feelings. So Duchess said she made this product. It's called Skin Deep. She said she's actually turned down Target at this point. She has sold 20,000 units on her own with no real website or anything. Now, Destiny ranted and raved about the product. She said the product is amazing. She needs some more of it. She said, can you just give me a big jar? I said, now hold on, wait a minute. Now, I know you just joking, but let's just go ahead and put this out there. When people y'all like, love, call yourself friends with, start a business, create a product, they're selling something, please pay them for their services, pay them for their product. Don't nothing come to them free, so they can't give you nothing free but love, okay? Be prepared to actually support people in their businesses. I totally get that Destiny was joking, but I just wanted to put that out there. Now, after I left from Destiny House watching her and Duchess talk, child, I went and found my girl, Miss Wanda. Now, I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. That's my girl. I went and found Miss Wanda down to the YouTube. She got her own channel called Show Enough Miss Wanda, and she letting y'all know how the fuck she feel. Let me tell y'all something. I've been a good 10 minutes in the Miss Wanda video. When I tell you I had to pick my damn self up off the floor, Miss Wanda is down here to the YouTube dragging every goddamn body. Oh my God. Miss Wanda said, let me pour my wine. I got to get some juice in me because this gonna be juicy. So I'm gonna start with my niece and then I'm gonna tell you about your mama. I just damn. Miss Wanda beefing with her niece, her family, the YouTubers, but you want to get up on your live and you got pre-recorded stuff, and why you ain't bring them up there on your live? And yeah, I might not be able to talk that good, but this right here, you can't get me. Miss Wanda said Kiki round here to the internet telling people she's a thief. She said, well, goddamn it, if I'm a thief, you a thief, because it take one to know one. Child, Miss Wanda, start that live off dragging her little niece, but I really want to call you a bitch. Yeah, you want to talk about me and you don't know my family and all kinds of shit. Well, tell me this, how come I got 9 brothers and sisters? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. Not 7, not 8, but 9, and ain't none of them never been on drugs. Tell me why. Oh shit, child. Miss Wanda is on YouTube telling everybody their business. Some lady named Connie. I guess Connie is Kiki mama. She down here by, yeah, Connie, tell them how your daughter be cursing you out. That's why you put her out at 13. Lord. Miss Wanda called a lady a damn backslider. Y'all, Miss Wanda said a lady did find Christ at one time, but she backslid, y'all. Yeah, she backslid. This is hilarious to me, but it's always funny when it's somebody else's mama. If I was Tisha, when I tell you I'd be in her house kicking cameras over, because what is you doing? When I tell you Miss Wanda's telling everybody business, but yeah, you tell the people you on the pills, ain't that what you said? Well, I got friends who is on the pills, and they don't act nothing like you. They don't go stealing. They don't go from store to store lying. She said, how many times your husband had to save you? How many times Tisha and Marceau done come and picked you up from the crack house? Oh my God. Y'all, I had to cut this shit off. When Miss Wanda said, now I don't know how Marcella, who happens to be a blogger, I don't know how she know you had a broke leg, but I'm going to go ahead and confirm it and say it was true. And how did you get that broke leg? Wasn't you in the car doing head on somebody you get your supply from? I'm done. I don't know what in the beam me up Scotty Miss Wanda is talking about, but it's too damn much for me. Just so you understand, this video is about 1 hour and 32 minutes. I am less than 15 minutes into this shit. Well, I wanted to see what my girl doing, and she doing what she do, dragging ass. She right down there to the show enough Miss Wanda. If you looking for her and you would like to see somebody get their ass dragged, that's where she at. That's what I get for looking and snooping and being nosy. You want to know where people act so bad. You want to know what they got going on. Now you got you an earful and an eyeful. Now, while it's all fun and games for us, I do also hope that they get it together as a family, because this here is tragic and traumatic. Do you know how devastating it must be to have an aunt and a niece on the internet representing your family, and the aunt is calling the niece all kind of hookers, hoes, and addicts, and the niece is saying the aunt is a liar and a thief? It's too much. I know Sunday dinners and family reunions ain't nothing but WWE matches. It's entertaining to the outside, but that's some real life family dysfunction that they done brought down to this internet. I truly hope they get it together. But that's where they at. I went looking and I for damn sure found them. Destiny is down here trying to help the people heal, and Miss Wanda is down here letting the people know how she feel. That's it, that's all, and I ain't got no more. Thank you so much for coming down here listening to me and letting me get this off my chest. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, I love you and I mean it. Bye.